before days, this character was cracked. Like, not even like a good character, but there were a certain number of people that just did insane things with him. And then in Ultimate, you don't see it as often.
Yeah, I feel like the character is kind of like an off-meta pick because a lot of these meta characters can really blow this one up, including this matchup. This matchup, I know for a fact Aooosten not a fan of, because what happens is that you can toss out 11, and then if you roll into it, it'll trigger Foresight.
Of course. Yeah, that's kind of the thing with Mythra, is that Foresight is really good against like medium-range projectiles.
Exactly.
Because you can do it on purpose.
So in addition to having just a better neutral and faster train data and the ability to just like outpace them with your ground speed, you have to deal with that Foresight, which can be such a powerful tool at shutting down these projectile walls that Aooosten can try to do.
It looks like we might have just seen it activates on Leaf Shield as well. Yeah. So if you're just kind of dancing on your opponent's shield with Leaf Shield, she can just Foresight through it.
This is, however, where Aooosten can make money, but so much for that. I was going to say, it's like you have to do well against Pyra in this matchup, and then the Pyra immediately kill him.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with Pyra, is like she's essentially just Ganon with a sword, right? Like, something's going on the other stream, but exclamation point squad, by the way.
Yeah, we just saw a Game 5 nail-biter with Trill over Warner in a last talk last situation.
We've got some low percent combos on this stream from Money Mike with that Mythra.
And still struggling to claim his first stock is Aooosten. This is the problem with Mega Man, is that, yeah, he has great neutral, but the kill options are a little bit lackluster. You have to make these edge guards count.
Yeah, unfortunately, doesn't have as many options. It's basically just like back air and up tilt for like strong kill moves. There's the forward throw from Money Mike.
Just swinging wild right here is this Pyra. Big old hitbox is trying to claim something, but Aooosten struggling to get the stock. Down the back there. Yeah, no hard knuckle either.
The multi-switch there from Money Mike. Very smart to make it back to stage and getting the stock as well. Right now, Aooosten having a really hard time of keeping up the pace. Do you know of any secondaries? Because this looks rough.
Villager.
That doesn't sound better.
No, it does not, because the problem is that you also have a problem with Slingshot activating Foresight too.
Yeah. All right, we got the saw into the back air. Still just not enough to kill all the way across the stage, though. There we go.
That will do. Back here does give Aooosten a bit of breathing room here as the first stock falls. Oh,
no
my
way.
What?
Foresight off of like a parry of the Crash Bomber into the charge neutral B.
It looked like it was a double parry into a roll away.
Yeah.
No, that was actually a really sick defensive option.
Yeah. I don't know that I'm willing to call anything that Mythra does in order to purposefully trigger Foresight sick, but it's still
full bias. I got it. No, we are down.
Ooh, okay.
So now we have to switch over to Mythra. Oh, great option right there. I really thought the Mythra side was coming, but instead, great angle from Money Mike.
The double switches have been really good from Money Mike. I do like the way he uses it. I mean, and a lot of Pyra Mythras use it as almost like a second air dodge. Good jab used there as well. Money Mike looking for the stock and the game. The forward air will do it.
Cash money indeed.
Taking that right to the bank.
I mean, I can go ahead and keep this up if we're trying. If we're going to go ahead and do a pun off, like back and forth.
I thought you hated puns. Why do you suddenly enjoy them?
I think that they are, when they're so easy and obvious that it's stupid, I love them. But when it's just like, Let It Rain is like the king of just doing the cheesiest things of all time. And it's like, I despise you.
Yeah. Anyway, getting that game number 1 over Aooosten was Money Mike, so we'll have to see any adjustments in this game number 2. We are going to a larger stage here in Town and City with those platforms as well. I have to see how Aooosten can use this stage to his advantage. Great pivot grab already.
So far, we haven't really seen a lot of Mega Man's biggest strengths come into play because it feels as though Aooosten hasn't had the opportunity to set up with a Metal Blade, and because, like, notice the lack of lemons, we really haven't been seeing a lot of those, like, short hop and walking forward areas.
Yeah, definitely a character that, when not allowed to do his thing, can struggle a lot. You'll see the lemons every once in a while, but definitely not something you can abuse like you can in other matchups.
Yeah, most other matches, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Lemons are just such a versatile tool that to have them shut off entirely, it makes it a very difficult matchup, it feels like.
Lightning Buster.
Toss pop shade yet again. We gotta make these situations count, but so far, Aooosten batting at 0.
Oh.
Money Mike has not been intercepted while trying to get back.
And missing the grab as well. Unfortunate there from Aooosten. Just not able to, just not on the money. That was actually an accident. But not able to connect with any of these moves.
Can't connect with that Metal Blade yet again. It just feels like any of these setups are not working for Aooosten. It feels like he has to go ahead and play a play style that he's not used to, a stray hit Mega Man, where you have to go ahead and get that 1 forward air back here. The problem that I've been seeing, no tomahawks. We haven't been seeing a lot of grabs here. Also missing the opportunity to kill right there with the up tilt is a desperate situation here for Aooosten. Finally getting the Metal Blade in back here, getting that kill confirmed. That's what we need to see. These confirmed what make this character so powerful.
And for the first time in this set, has a lead as well, so we'll have to see if Aooosten is able to keep this momentum up a little bit. Pyra edge guard, not going to be a problem right now for Aooosten, but getting caught with that up tilt instead.
Now trying to go ahead and get some Z drops going here, but not really. That's a problem. Every now and then, you'll set it up and just not get really that much out of the Metal Blade. And usually the option there is to reset from neutral and toss out a couple of those projectiles. But look at how easily Money Mike invalidates that.
Absolutely, yeah. And setting up the leaf shield as well here. Just Aooosten looking for something. Able to keep up this pressure. Has a pretty decent percent lead at the moment.
That is a bold forward smash. I'm just going to walk up to you, fail the forward smash once, and then do it again.
Relatively unpunishable, I suppose. What have you got to lose if you're Money Mike? You play a top tier.
Yeah, exactly. That's what this character does, is it buys you a couple other opportunities. But so far, like, Aooosten does have a solid lead here and very nearly landing that forward smash.
Oh, and the forward air actually going out there and catching Money Mike on the way up with that up B.
Now the Pyra's hitbox has been refreshed, though. We no longer have stale moves, so this is...
Whoa, that was ballsy.
Crazy.
Yeah. Good grab there from Aooosten. Not able to get anything off of it, though. Not capitalizing with that back air.
Just tapping away that shield. Do we have a double jump here? Oh, he missed the hard knuckle, but we have another option.
And there we go. The hard knuckle didn't need to connect. And he SD'd.
Yeah, that was 2-star, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
So what a turnaround right there from Aooosten. The matchup still looked a little bit difficult, but the game plan is in place.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's one of those things where even if you've been playing this character all day, you have to play a completely different play style than what you're used to. So Aooosten definitely took a game to make the adjustment that he needed to make, but now might be ready. And right as I say that, needs to make another adjustment, because we got Bayo.
So this is actually Money Mike's main, if I recall.
Oh, okay.
So I've seen Money play a little bit more with Bayo than I have with Aegis. So perhaps the matchup thing here, but we do still have that same trick where you can intercept lemons with the Witch Hunt.
Yeah, and Bats Within as well. Aooosten actually looking a little more comfortable in this matchup, though, strangely enough. I would have expected this one to be even less common, considering not many people play Bayo anymore. But
we do see a lot of folks around hashtags.
That is true. That's a good point.
For some reason, that's like the one Virginia local that a lot of the Bayos come out to.
Yeah.
Toss shades yet again, trying to go and get the Crash Bomber or any of these projectiles intercept. Aooosten is blasting, but so far cannot hit the target.
Has a hit ratio of like 16%.
Yeah, somebody needs to go ahead and get your firearm certification revoked, because my God, my man.
Absolutely.
Like, the pedestrians are in danger.
Someone breaks into your house and and I'd be more scared of the neighbor getting shot.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, some dude broke into my house, so I shot the neighbor's dog. So far, guessing wrong a couple times. It doesn't seem to matter, because the double off air is more than enough to have that happen. So yeah, you cannot jump out of those options. Typically, when you're getting carried up, you want to just like jump out of it to go ahead and get out of those options. But especially if you're lightweight or a slow faller, you have to just like air dodge to this right or to the left. You cannot allow yourself to get caught in a spot where you're above and getting comboed by both of those up airs.
Yeah, it's a good use of those up airs from Aooosten, just kind of keeping him on bay here, or at bay rather. Oh my god, here comes the giant fist. Just random forward smash seemingly from Money Mike, but catching Aooosten running in.
Yeah, we're just shooting up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and do the down tilt there, and I don't want to play this video game.
Just stand there and shield for a second.
Shades of Evo.
Don't remind me. Oh, okay. The down air in neutral a little bit from Money Mike. Aooosten getting the grab. Good connection into the back air as well.
Trying to get that 2-frame with the down tilt, but that's not going to connect either. This is starting to get a bit concerning here. It just feels as though the game plan has slowed down so much, but Aooosten is still like in the lead, still reacting rather well to what Money Mike's Bay is trying to do.
Absolutely, and right now, I mean, this ledge trapping has just been really good as well. Be keeping him at bay and getting the stock.
He just can't break out of the corner.
What are you going to do? Sometimes you're just stuck in the corner against Mega Man, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
And the messed up part is that it isn't even like Mega Man physically forcing you there. It's just like a wall of projectiles that you want to jump away from. And then that opens you up to that back air, which is underrated, to say the least.
It is a fantastic move.
The fact that I learned that it can combo into up tilt with the drag down is like messed up. Yeah, exactly. I think it's 2 hits with it usually.
That's interesting. I actually don't think I've ever seen someone do that, but theoretically,
it's really good.
Yeah,
I saw him do that a couple times at the event I went to in North Carolina.
I got you. Let's see right now, Aooosten throwing out this metal blade and keeping Money Mike at the ledge, throwing out some bullets, trying to find something. The up close lemons hit where like it for some reason has knockback.
But a good Bayo combo will certainly turn the tables here and force Aooosten to now react here. Are we actually going to get the kill? No, the crash bomber making that so unfortunate for Money Mike. You know that Mike was hunting for a back air in the corner there.
And Aooosten doing a little bit of shield dancing. I don't know if this is intentional, if he's BMing, or if it's for some other purpose, but it looks pretty funny. I'll give him that.
Toss him off stage one more time here as Money Mike's in a super awkward position. Mega Man doesn't have the best kill options, but at 166 max rage here, all Aooosten needs something like an up tilt or even a back air at edge might do it at this point.
There's a forward air. Aooosten really just looking for something, but Money Mike actually throwing out that back air at the right time, connecting with it and taking the stock. The up throw of the blade.
I love that. That is a very good tomahawk right there. That got me.
Yeah.
I didn't even got a controller in my hand, and I'm still shook.
I got grabbed, for sure. The dash attack's not something you see every day.
Yeah, Mega Man dash attack probably like bottom 5 like least common moves I've seen. But Metal Blade in the forward air, the tried and true kill confirms from mid-stage with Aooosten's Mega Man starting to figure out Money Mike's game plan.
Great stuff coming out from Aooosten as we go into our game number 4. Money Mike now has a decision to make whether he wants to stick with the Bayonetta or go over to the Pyra Mythra.
I feel like, the Mythra just feels a little bit better. I mean, it's a matchup check, plus you got your top tier, you got a little bit more mobility. That's what got you the game, and I can see why you picked it for game 1.
Yeah, it's definitely the better character, definitely a better matchup in the situation. So.
We just need to have that little bit of a better player moment. We got to get some of that adaptation.
Yeah.
Aooosten had that game too, so now it's your turn, Mike. Show me what you got.
Show me what you got, indeed. And if he can show a little bit more of like that combo potential that we see from Mythra especially, because we didn't see a whole lot of that coming out in game number 2.
Yeah, game 1 it felt like the combo game was on point, but then Just Aooosten didn't really get hit much game 2 on the early stocks.
This is true. It did end up being a 2-stock as well, so we'll have to see. Sticking with the Mythra for now for the ledge trapping.
Ooh, great chase down right there. Recognize that you fell out of the neutral air, so just run him down, prevent the man from getting his feet set in nooch.
Switching to Pyra now that he's at 100%, which is a pretty good rule of thumb.
You can also up B underneath this flat, and it will be devastating once it connects.
Oh my goodness, speaking of devastating, what a catch with that down air through the platform. Connecting right into that up air as well.
Off stage interaction yet again. Hard knuckle not going to connect. Neither is the one at edge there. Probably trying to grab something like a neutral get up in that spot. But yeah, that jump, good option for Money Mike.
Okay, setting up for something there at the ledge with the metal blade, but not able to find anything. The flaming edge.
Is it flaming edge or blazing edge?
That's a good question.
All right.
I don't know.
Google shall solve our problem for us. But in the interim, we got another couple neutral interactions here, and the Mythra back on deck here using that overwhelming speed and frame data privilege to try to open up and exploit Money Mike's lack of close combat capabilities.
Absolutely, and using those lemons to such good effect as well. In the situations where he's able to use it, it's definitely a good call. There's the Flame Nova as well, unfortunately not able to connect with it for Aooosten. Now fighting back, getting a little bit something going here. But every time I say that, Money Mike is able to just reset the neutral.
Yeah, if he ever gets an actual ability to play neutral, like if he can actually sit in center stage and apply projectile pressure, it feels like Aooosten is walking away with this. Where Money Mike makes his money is if he gets that one hit, he will make the extensions count. But the problem really is, like, at 150 here, if you're playing as Pyra, you have to hit a forward tilt or an up tilt or a jab, something. Make the stock go away, please. Nightmare situation.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to see, but there's the forward tilt you were talking about, and a fantastically placed one at that.
We are grabbing in this spot. Both of them, like, whipping the grab, and then immediately I will punish with a grab.
Aooosten definitely needs to show something here. There it is, after like 8 different attempts. Finally, the hard knuckle connecting, and you hear the one more stock chance.
I definitely, like, I get that option. It's just one of those, it's so safe that you can just do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really cost you that much to toss that hard knuckle.
Not really, no, and it's almost always a good choice. It's incredibly disjointed, obviously.
Awesome off stage yet again, one more opportunity right here, but the wrong impact of that leaf shield means that Money Mike gets a chance to get up for free, and now this is where Mythra has a chance to strike Bird of Prey.
Oh, what a good roll-in read from Aooosten, getting a lot of good stuff here, gets the back throw and went for the hard knuckle again.
And then the Z-drop on that
the metal blade.
I'm digging it. B&B's for solid damage right here, and then immediately opening it back up with the neutral air. But look at that, Aooosten disadvantage is relatively solid so far. Lots. Oh no!
Oh no!
Aooosten at the sacred percent finishes it right up in the perfect position for the 3-1 victory.
And Money Mike just getting caught off guard in that situation. Aooosten with a well-placed forward air, and that's going to be it. I mean, 3-1 after what